Alright, what is up guys? 2018 here, making a video on the new Galio. We're going to go over abilities, item builds, check out his new ult. Thing is insane now. So first let's just start off with his passive. So every 8 seconds Galio's next basic attack deals 160 blah 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 scaling magic damage in an area. Its cooldown is reduced when Galio's spell hit a champion. So check that out. See, it just does a little AoE effect. Obviously we can see cooldowns lowered here. So let's hit it again. We hit our ability, boom. Hit it again, and we get our smash again. As you can see, a lot of damage. So now let's go over Q. Galio fires 2 wind blasts that deal 200 plus 240 magic damage. When the wind blasts meet, they combine into a giant tornado that deals 90 plus 179.8 plus 9% of enemies' maximum health as magic damage. So you can see you can make it short range, or you could even make it like you can make it whatever range you want, which is pretty nice. And it does actually do a ton of damage, and is on a pretty short cooldown if we go 40% cooldown reduction. Now our W is a little interesting. After not taking damage for 12 seconds, Galio gains a shield that can absorb 578 magic damage. Now right there, I mean, that is just, that's ridiculous. I mean, obviously this is level 18 full build, but almost 600 magic damage, that's a ton. If you look at our Q, I mean, our Q is only doing, let's see. Alright, so about half, or like 1/6. Or I mean, 6 out of 10, what the fuck is that? 3/5. So 3/5 of that, of our Q damage we could tank. That's a lot of damage. So then also Galio starts to charge, gaining magic reduction, or damage reduction, but slowing himself. Galio taunts nearby enemy champions for 0.5 to 1.5 seconds and releases the damage reduction for 4 seconds. Or refreshes the damage reduction. The taunt duration and radius increase with charge time. So let's check that out. So that thing, we actually get to see how far away it goes, which is pretty nice. So you can see there's short range. We didn't quite make it all the way there. And it taunts him. Obviously that thing's not going to be hitting me. Alright, then our E. Galio lunges forward with a mighty blow, dealing 260 plus 285 magic damage to enemies and knocking them into the air for 0.75 seconds. Galio will stop upon hitting a champion or terrain. Now it's kind of interesting because he doesn't just go right to the champion, he takes a step back and then leaps toward the champion. So it's kind of neat because you could almost use it to dodge abilities too. So like say an incoming ability is coming, you can dodge it, hit it back. Let's hit this thing back. Look at this, I mean, he's just tanking the tower. Ridiculous. Just wanted to move it back. Alright, so that's our E. Now our ult is Galio designates an allied champion's current position as his landing spot and grants 40 plus whatever damage reduction to that ally until he lands. When Galio lands, enemies in the area take a shit ton of damage and are knocked in the air for 0.75 seconds. 1.25 seconds for enemies in the center. So let's check this out. Damn. That's pretty nuts. And look at this range. This radius is insane. So let's take not enemy, allied. We'll put him all the way out there. I don't know why it showed me down bot there. That was kind of weird. Essentially, you can just fly across the map. That's actually insane. It's very kind of fast with the animation, but it's kind of neat. Now while we're up there, we can't cast any other abilities, unfortunately. While we're using our E, we can't cast abilities. Same with W. Q, obviously, we still can. So I could potentially Q and ult at the same time. Not that that's really, like, that effective. Those are the abilities, guys. Order of maxing that I would recommend is obviously ult first, Q, then E, then W. If you're going for more damage, Galio. If you're going for more tanky, probably your W. Just to get that more damage reduction. Now let's go over some builds. So here's a basic damage build that we can get. You want to start out with Rod of Ages because it helps with his tankiness, because he is a melee champion, so it is a little bit tough to stay in lane against ranged or other like melee champions, because you're always up in their face taking some damage. Then I went Proto Belt next. I played like a game probably a few minutes ago, and Proto Belt was actually pretty nice to have, because with combining it with your E, you can do some pretty nice combos. So pretty neat. Then that's kind of like your main two sources. Then what I wanted to do was just get 40% cooldown reduction. So you could probably either go Morellonomicon, right? Yeah, Morellonomicon, instead of like Luden's Echo, and then you could probably go different kind of boots too, since you'll already have the 40% cooldown reduction. Lichbane, just because with your E, it procs real easy, because you're already in their face, and plus with the damage of your passive, it's just a nice combo there. And then you can finish up with like Zhonya's, or whatever else you wanted. Luden's Echo. That's a basic kind of damage build. For more tanky, obviously it's going to depend during your game, but you could even still start out with your Rod just for that raw damage, and then either go like Abyssal Scepter, Spirit Visage, because your stuff does scale with magic, or with the heck is this called? Magic Resist. So your W scales with Magic Resist, and your ult also scales with Magic Resist and Armor. So both those two scale with Magic Resist and Armor. And actually your passive actually scales with Magic Resist too. So that's about it for the Galio rework. Let me just show this back. The back's actually pretty damn cool. Just walks through his little portal. But yeah, that's about it for the Galio rework. Thanks guys for watching.